Welcome back to my channel, guys. Nextinfood. I am your diva chef, Simone Walker-Barrett. Today's tutorial is inspired by lasagna, but we're going to do a little twist. We're going to be replacing lasagna noodles, which is usually made from flour, and we are going to replace it with plantain. Look at this beautiful plantain. We are going to use plantain as our noodles today. But first, let us look at the filling. We are using veggie mince. What this is a soy protein. According to the package, it is made with soy flour, soy protein, wheat gluten, and spice. But first, we have to rehydrate this. This is usually eaten a lot in Jamaica by the Rastafarian community and the vegetarian community. So we're paying homage to this today, and we're going to be replacing our beef mince with some soy protein, and in Jamaica we refer to it as veggie mince. Now let me show you. This is what it looks like. It's dried, textured protein. So first we need to rehydrate it. So I have a pot of water boiling, and I only need half package. So we're just going to put it in and let it rehydrate. This step is really referred to as quick soaking. This is the fastest way to get it rehydrated. So I'm just going to bring it to a boil for 2 minutes, and then I'm going to take it off and put it to the side, and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay guys, so now that our veggie mince is soaking, we are going to move on to step 2. This variety of plantain, I found it in the market. I'm not sure what it's called, so comment down below if you have this type of plantain where you are from, whether you're Jamaicans or not. Comment if you've ever seen a plantain. This is big. It's as big as my arm. Look at that. Look at that. It's from my elbow all the way down to my fingertip. So this is typically, this would be 2 of the average plantains. So I'm going to just cut it in 2, and I'm going to peel it. So to peel the plantain, I usually cut the top off, and I make a little incision on the side and just basically roll the skin over, just like that. It's very simple to peel. So again, I'm gonna cut the end off, and then I make an incision on the side and just roll the skin towards me. Just peel it off. Ripe plantains are so much easier to peel than green plantains. So now that we have our plantains nice and peeled, I'm using a paring knife, and I'm just going to cut the plantain to mimic the lasagna noodles. So I'm cutting these plantains in about a 1/4 inch thickness. Ripe plantains are very flexible when they're fried, so you can cut it as thick as you like or as thin as you want it. So for my plantain lasagna, I really want 2 layers of plantain, 2 to 3 layers of plantains, and 3 layers of meat. So let's see how that will work. So just slice the plantains just like this. Isn't that beautiful? So if you are gluten-free, if you cannot digest gluten, this is a great substitute for wheat flour that is used to make the typical store-bought lasagna noodles. As I said earlier, we are replacing our noodles with plantains. Aren't those beautiful? So now we are going to move on to step 3, and step 3 is all about frying these plantains until they're nice and golden brown. Okay guys, so now we're off to step 3. We are going to be frying these plantains. I have some oil preheated in my skillet, so we're just going to gently lower the plantain slices in the oil and allow them to fry until they are absolutely golden brown. stir. Now guys, we are going to move on to step 4, and step 4 is making the filling. So I have 3 tablespoons of annatto oil. For annatto oil, all you need to do is to heat some regular vegetable oil and you add some annatto seeds to it, and it turns it nice and orange like this. We're going to be adding some carrots, onion, hot pepper, sweet pepper, tomato, and thyme. And just saute. I'm going to saute this on high until the vegetables are partially cooked. Please note that the annatto oil is totally optional. You can use whatever oil you have in your pantry. At this time, we're going to be adding some chili powder. That's 2 tablespoons of chili powder. And this is 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. And just give it a stir. So we're going to saute this for roughly 5 minutes to get it to where I need it to be. I need the carrots and the onions and the bell peppers to be tender before we add our soy protein, aka veggie mince. So guys, our vegetables have been sauteing for 5 minutes. Now it's a good time for us to add our soak veggie mince. This is what it looks like. Remember earlier we gave it a quick soak. So I'm just going to put my veggie mince, all of it, into the pot. I'm also adding 2 teaspoons of all-purpose seasoning and ½ cup of ketchup goes in. At this time, we just combine all the flavors. Isn't that beautiful? So we're just going to combine and cover, and we're going to allow this to cook just for 2 minutes more, and then we are going to be off to step 4, in which we will assemble our plantain veggie mince lasagna. So guys, our veggie mince have been cooking for 2 minutes. Now it's time for us to remove it from the stove and off to assembling our beautiful veggie mince plantain lasagna. You can allow the filling to cool. That is totally optional, but I like to assemble it while it is still hot, so I won't allow it to cool. So we're just going to clean up, and this is my little lasagna dish. As I said, I want about 2 layers of meat and 3 layers of plantain. So I went ahead and greased my dish. So at the bottom, we want to place the better looking plantain. That one break off. We're just gonna patch it just like so. So the middle slices are much much better. So I want to put 3 slices at the bottom, just like that. Isn't that beautiful? And then you add some cheese. If you want to make this totally vegan, you can add some vegan cheese. Okay, but my kids like cheese, so I'm making it for them, so I'm adding the cheese. Now we're gonna go in with 1 cup or so of our veggie mince filling, and we want to just spread it. So guys, our lasagna is finally ready, and now it's time for us to put it in the oven. First, we're going to tint it with some foil and let it bake for 15 to 20 minutes at 350 in a preheated oven. So now we're going to use some foil and just cover. And this is going to go into a 350 preheated oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. All we're trying to do here is to allow the cheese to melt, so you can use your judgment. If you feel like it needs a few more minutes, you can go right ahead and allow it to stay in the oven for up to 30 minutes. So guys, I'm pleased to present our ripe plantain veggie mince lasagna. One little tip though, grease the foil before you use it to cover so that the cheese does not stick to the foil. But this is what it looks like. Isn't that pretty? So I want to thank you so much for watching this tutorial. And if you're new to our channel, would you mind consider subscribing? Also, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like, share, and of course, subscribe. I am your diva chef, Simone Walker-Barry. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time with another simple meal that you can make for you and your family.